The First Amendment is the first article in the U.S. Bill of Rights. It was ratified on December 15, 1791, and it guarantees 5 core freedoms. Speech. You can express your opinions without government censorship or punishment, though there are limits like incitement to violence, true threats, and obscenity. Press. The right of journalists and media to publish freely without government control. Religion, freedom to practice or not practice religion, also bars government from establishing an official religion. Assembly, the right to gather publicly, march, or protest peacefully. Petition, the right to appeal to the government to correct wrongs or change policies. The reason why I did that is because we have an attack on freedom of speech and the way that it's being manipulated on all sides. A few weeks ago, the unfortunate passing of Charlie Kirk due to his First Amendment and someone not liking his choice of words when it came to what he believed in, and he has every right to believe in that because this is America, it's a free country, and this is what we are doing. That's the whole reason of the First Amendment. A few days ago, when he passed away, or got killed, a lot of people got mad at me. A lot of black people got mad at me because they felt like I was supporting him, and I was supporting a racist. And my thing is, how can you tell me who's a racist and who's not a racist when we deal with so much black gatekeeping in our community to the point that it's prejudice against each other? That's number one. Number two is, I don't look at anything that I feel like is going to make me upset or mad, or I'm just not interested in. The things that I've seen about Charlie Kirk, or seen when I actually went and did my homework, because that's what I really would like everybody to do. People really have to start doing their own homework and stop listening to people and buzz things. He said a lot of things that I say as well. I just happen to be black and a woman, but I think he pointed out a lot of hypocrisies, and I think that that's the issue. We're dealing with hypocrisy on both sides, and also he saw the detrimental of this country turning into a third world country, because that's where we're about to head to if y'all don't really realize what's going on. All right, now we're going to deal with Assata. Rest in peace, Assata Shakur. Died the other day, and then the same people that were okay with me speaking about Charlie Kirk in a good way, because they felt like he was a good guy and he wasn't racist and it was his First Amendment and stuff like that, because that's what I defend. Now they're attacking me because of Assata Shakur. And my thing is, y'all know how the government does. If we had technology back then, the history would tell a whole different story. Hoover was one of the most racist, white supremacist FBI directors ever. The fact that the federal FBI building is named after him is really an insult to all of Americans who are not racist, because what he did to our black leaders was to put them all on the FBI wanted list, including Dick Gregory. So anybody that tried to liberate us, anyone that tried to bring common sense into this, they made them out to be this bad person, this terrorist or whatever. You can believe whatever you want to believe about Assata because the government told you that, but that's just like me believing everything that they say about J6. And I met some of the greatest J6 people. Shout out to David, shout out to Cash, and shout out to a lot of other ones that actually were there exercising their First Amendment right. But what this media and the Democrats and the police, when they wanna go side by side, or FBI, they create this narrative to make everybody feel like they're a terrorist. If we keep going the way that we go, the route that we go, they're going to make it seem like J6 was a real insurrection. It was a terrorist attack, and that everybody that was there were all criminals. If that, they will write that in the history books, just like how they have y'all believing that Assata Shakur was this terrible person. And that is not true. We're dealing with Trump. They say all of the most racist things about Trump. But when I ask them what are the things that Trump has done to make y'all feel like he's a racist, they have yet to give me anything but Central Park 5 and that he didn't let anybody rent any of his apartments back in the 70s, and he was sued for that or anything like that. And then when you want to bring up Jim Crow Joe Biden and all the things that he's done, and that's racist, and we can break it down, they don't never want to talk about that at all. So we have a hypocrisy issue, and we have a selective outrage issue in our community. I'm being silenced right now down at City Hall for speaking out on the injustices and the corruption that's happening right in the city of Chicago. I have been banned. I have been arrested. I have a lawsuit right now for them silencing me in my First Amendment. So we have a problem with the First Amendment and how we're going to use it. And it falls on all of us. I have a right to support whoever I want to support, just like you have a right to support whoever you want to support. There's so many people that talk down about Assata, but don't talk about the Richard Daley and Richard Daley Jr. and Richard Daley Sr. Y'all don't talk about the billions of dollars that we're paying out. We're paying out because of the police brutality. You understand? Y'all write your own narratives when it's convenient for y'all, and that's the issue with America and why we're fighting with each other. There are foreign countries trying to take our country. So I really wish that people would respect the First Amendment, actually respect all the amendments, respect the law, respect the U.S. Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land, and let people live the way they want to live. Let people have the right to their opinion and stop going to look for things. If you don't like Charlie Kirk, you don't like Charlie Kirk. If you don't like Assata, you don't like Assata. If you don't like me, you don't like me. If you don't like Trump, you don't like Trump. But at the end of the day, Trump is the president of the United States and the commander-in-chief, and he won by a landslide because unlike y'all, a lot of people love that man. And also, he loves this country. And I love this country. And I'm going to ride with anyone who loves this country. And I will not let anyone take my First Amendment or my right to how I feel when it comes to anybody that I truly care about. Peace.